the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they seem to be tapping into their full potential more and more as the season moves along. I think lately, we're seeing a more accurate picture of who this team really is than we saw in the early part of the season. And tonight, we'll see Kyle Lowry, tough, all-around talent. Kenny, he always seems to find ways to make an impact.
Oh, man, he is tough. He is a pit in that offense and defense. You know what I mean, Ernie?
Sort of. I'm trying to follow.
Like a pit bull.
Oh, he's a
just
pit.
Tough.
Oh, I thought you were talking about barbecue pit.
Oh.
No, when he locks onto something, he
now
does not let it go. He's a tough rebounder for a guy.
Yeah.
What is he, 6 foot nothing? He is a pit bull.
Kenny, that explanation was pit to full.
Okay.
He's very physical, very skilled. His competitive nature sets him apart.
You just jump in this pit thing.
Yeah.
You know where he's from, Ernie?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's a good one. Where'd he go to college at?
Pituitary Gland Tech.
No, University of Pitt.
Oh, okay. Well, that was pretty.
If he played with the Bulls, what would his name be? Scotty Pippen.
Pitt.
Pippen.
We'll see you later, I hope.
Terrific shot of Nathan Phillips Square here in downtown Toronto. It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Toronto as the Raptors look to work the home court advantage. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. This game marks the end of a road trip for Chicago. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
Yeah, and guys, it's difficult with the job that's ahead of them. Anytime a team gets into a funk like the one they're in, getting out of it is really difficult. They seem to be a little bit scattered to me here of late, and I like to see them just come up with a definite plan and stick to that script.
You know, Chris, parity, always a question, in this league and how you try to get teams to advance. But over a long season, it seems like any team can surprise you on any given night.
Yeah, almost every team has the talent that can beat you, especially in a one game. You must respect your opponent. Sometimes it can come down to schemes, coaching. Sometimes it can come down to just one bad shot. You can never underestimate motivation as a factor, and that's where the good teams separate themselves. Who can continue to have that same focus every night, and in the words of Coach Popovich, that appropriate fear of your opponent.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Nick Young. Zach Lavine is out there with Payne. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Parker in at the power forward position. Now here's Green. Pass to Lowry. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Here's Payne. Young up top. He's covered by Leonard. Young finds Lopez. And here's Payne. 6 on the shot clock. Over Lowry. Payne can't hit. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
And that's what led them to a blowout win. Offensively, they were solid, but their defense was what really carried them.
It's good.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
Now here's Lopez. Lavine with it. The kick out to Young. Shoots over Leonard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. Second is Kawhi Leonard.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Here's Siakam. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Payne. Misses off the left iron. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Down low, Siakam. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Payne passes to Lavine. Parker outside. Bulls moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Lopez. To end the run. And again, no good by Chicago.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Lopez. He's getting around 4 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Now here's Parker. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Washington.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Lavine finds Payne. Young in the corner. Over Green. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Toronto. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And checking out Chicago, just way behind.
And I think for Toronto, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seated.
Here's Payne after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Now here's Parker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And he gets it to go.
Well, the arms of Lopez go on forever, which is why he's able to create for himself deep.
Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Magic. Right side Lowry launches a 3. The offensive rebound. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The Raptors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Bulls trail by 13. Payne kicks to Parker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
And that one falls for Parker. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, and when you watched the Chicago Bulls last year, you knew they were rebuilding, but they played very hard. You respected that and won some games that surprised people.
Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Now here's Payne, now recovering. And Lavine, here we go. Great D that time from Green. And as for...
That athletic ability there.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym. Easy to see why Lavine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Now here's Payne. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lavine with it. Now Green defending. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he gets it back. They get it back. Payne can't hit. Toronto leading by 11. Outside Leonard. That one doesn't drop. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Lavine dishes to Parker. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Payne can't hit.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Green against Lavine. Outside Green. Outside Lowry. From outside the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 12 points for Kyle Lowry.
But that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
Chicago calls timeout. And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I'd have to say Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table, a consistent 3-and-D player.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Pascal Siakam. Wright, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Pass to VanVleet. High arcing shot. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches a three. The shot comes out. Good D by Parker.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And here's Leonard. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Nice shot from the wing. Leonard's got 6.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Payne passes to Portis. And stolen by Kawhi Stein. Goes up, and Kawhi Stein throws it down.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Here's Van Vliet. Off target with his 3.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. The D got away with one there.
Parker outside. Here's Robertson, guarded by Wright. Payne finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Here's Van Vliet. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Wright looking around. 5 to shoot. Back to Van Vliet. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Raptors lead by 19.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Carter, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. From 11 feet away, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He's a real threat from those in-between spots. Portis is someone you got to be up on.
And here's Leonard from 3. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Right outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Bobby Portis. Everyone seems to suffer small injuries, C-Webb, over the course of a season. Who does the best, you think, at battling through those minor bumps and bruises and injuries and still continues to play well?
You know what, Kevin? I can't answer that question because whoever does it does not let us know also that they're hurt.
They hide it. Yeah, good point. You're right.
Because the main guys that get through it, they're not going to tell you.
Good point. And he knocks down the first one. And so Wright nails both of them. 1:42 left to play in the first. Payne looking around. Outside Portis. Markkanen down low. Kawhi Stein defending. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Raptors leading by 19. 1:21 left here in the first quarter. There's the pass to Leonard. Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got 8 points.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They've built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The three-pointer, no good. Right outside. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Six on the shot clock. Right through the D for the layup. Van Vliet's got his second bucket tonight.
Clearly caught him off guard with that move. Not the guy you'd expect to bust out a spin, but it worked beautifully there.
Carter outside. Portis kicks to Markkanen. Knocks down the three ball. Markkanen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And really, this is Markkanen's greatest weapon, a three-point sniper with impressive range.
Here's Van Vliet, 5 points in the game. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Markkanen.
Y'all know Markkanen can score, but it's really important that he continues to evolve on the defense.
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Making his mark in Toronto, guard Kyle Lowry talked about the pioneers of Canadian basketball, like Vince Carter.
Vince Carter really changed the game of basketball in Canada. He created something that is forever lasting, and I think the game of basketball in Canada owes him a lot because he really brought the buzz to the game of basketball in Canada.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Carter's exciting style of play, GA, really energized the whole country.
And playing basketball in a hockey town isn't easy, but Carter really helped get this city and country energized about the game of basketball.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Payne, Carter out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Andre Robertson. And it's Markkanen in at the small forward position. Buries it from three-point range.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
And a wide open look for Portis. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Portis has got his second bucket of the game to go. Passes to Monroe. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Lavine's checked in for Chicago. Robertson finds Lavine. Now Portis. Outside Lavine. 5 on the clock, and Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Bulls making a switch here. Young's checked in. Here's Lavine. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts. Zach Lavine, a high riser. The two-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
And the first one at the line is good. And from everything you hear, Lavine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
And so Lavine nails both of them.
I mean, and when you think of Lavine, I mean, his dunking ability comes to mind. I mean, he's proven to be an elite poster maker.
Van Vliet kicks to Leonard. Over Young. Markkanen pulls it in.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Here's Robertson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lavine for three. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Robertson dishes to Lavine. Back to Robertson. Lavine passes to Young. He kicks it to Robertson. Clock at 6. And Carter has it in the corner. Sinks the triple. Carter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in a hostile environment.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Monroe. Pascal Siakam comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Green, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for DeLon Wright. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy.
And not much you can do on defense. I mean, sometimes Lavine is just a little faster down there.
Van Vliet kicks to Valanciunas. To the middle. Here's Lowry. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
Wow, the quickness Lavine possesses is just fantastic. At times, he overwhelms you with it on these drives inside.
Siakam misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Lavine. 8 points for him. Young outside. Another three for Chicago.
Capable of doing many things well. Lavine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Raptors leading by 14. Over to the wing. Here's Van Vliet. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Van Vliet's got his third bucket of the night. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Lavine finds Young over Green. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Lavine.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Lavine against Lowry. Pass to Siakam. On the wing, Green. Puts one up from 19. The shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
Well, the obvious solve is to go to the basket. I mean, there were some open lanes. They were just unwilling to take advantage of it.
Here's Valanciunas after the made shot from Zach Lavine. From 11 feet away. Well, in recent years, C-Web, players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
Now, think about it. Embiid and Westbrook have both come close. So Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem the Dream Olajuwon did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, yeah.
Parker's checked in for Carter. Valanciunas hits them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Bulls trail by 15. There's the feed to Lavine. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lavine's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. The pass to Siakam. Lavine against Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. And the Raptors miss again.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. He hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
And so Green will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Van Vliet. Kicks it to Lowry. Passes to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 8. No one covering. Van Vliet's got 11.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Chicago calls timeout. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, there's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Inside, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Young with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Pass to Lavine. Young against Green. Young passes to Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Raptors leading by 17. To the paint. Dishes to Valanciunas. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Out left to the wing. Here's Siakam. 5 points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now, you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a 3rd foul before halftime.
So for the Bulls, Bobby Portis is checked in for Young. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Andre Robertson. Parker against Green. Just 5 to shoot. He's off on that one. Good D by Parker.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Payne finds Lavine. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
As soon as Lavine hits a few of these, you know he's feeling it. Just keep getting him the rock.
Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Outside for Lowry. Now the pass to Van Vliet. Buries the long-range jumper. Van Vliet's got 9 points in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Payne passes to Portis. Lopez outside. Pass to Payne from outside the arc. Drops in the tray. Payne's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the right side. Here's Payne. And Payne slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And the Raptors call time here.
How about Zach Lavine? I mean, signing a big new contract this summer. Listen, that ACL injury he had, that's in the rear view. Obviously a lot riding on his health and return to form, but he's put in the work.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kawhi Stein comes in for Pascal Siakam. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Danny Green. And it's DeLon Wright in for Fred Van Vliet. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. Now here's Wright, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. And finished off by Wright.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Here's Payne. The Raptors getting the bucket. Lavine can't hit. And Lavine seems to be at full strength. His vertical leap testing even higher, if you can believe that, even higher, Chris, than it did in the pre-draft combine.
He's a hard worker. His scoring efficiency lacked a little bit last season, but he was trying to get his game right after injury. Look, we know his potential as far as scoring that ball.
Here's Payne. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Now Payne, 7 points in the game. Shoots over Monroe, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Parker. He's putting up about 21 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Floats it up for Monroe.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Bulls trail by 19. Payne with it. He kicks it to Parker. Inside. Here's Markkanen. And too long on the shot. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. And Wright kicks to Lowry. To the inside. And Kawhi Stein throws it down.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Lowry against Lavine. Pass to Payne to end the run. No good off the back of the rim. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Raptors running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We're going to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Kyle Lowry had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
What we've seen in this half, Kyle Lowry's complete arsenal on the offensive end. No one's stopping him off the dribble, and he's in sync with his jump shot. What I like most of all, though, the bulldog mentality. He's imposing his will out there on the backcourt.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back to Toronto, where the gigantic CN Tower dominates the skyline. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Zach Lavine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
So at Chicago now, they'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Oh, nice looking pass right there. When Lavine is working it around, it helps tie the team together.
Here's Leonard. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lopez against Valanciunas. Lavine deciding where to go with it. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Down low, hangs, count the basket.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Raptors leading by 19. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Good defensive work there by Young. The Bulls shooting reasonably well, 45%. Left side, Lavine. Kicks to Lopez. Back to Lavine. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Parker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A rock-solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
For Chicago, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Outside Lowry. Down low. And Valanciunas kicks to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. Leonard inside. He's against Young. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 17.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's Lavine. He's got 16. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometimes.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
First one falls for him. And Greg with Kawhi started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Lavine finds Parker. Back to Lavine. They double him with Green. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Bulls now. Parker dishes to Payne. Clock at 6. Leonard against Parker. And again, no good by Chicago.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, you can't fault him for taking the 3 when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot up.
Shot's good from Young.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Valanciunas. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Lavine with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Got that bucket in no time at all. Young's got 16.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Siakam kicks to Leonard. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about in the rotations is a lot of miscommunication out there.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Kyle Lowry. Chicago also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Robertson in for Zach Lavine. Now here's Payne. 7 points in the game. Over to the left wing. Here's Robertson, guarded by Green. Robertson, the pass to Lopez. Unloads from 9. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Carter kicks to Lopez. And the pass to Young. Here's Robertson. He's covered by Leonard. From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Outside, Green. Pass to Siakam. Carter pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Raptors leading by 18. Here's Leonard. Buries it down low. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Payne passes to Carter. Young against Leonard. It's intercepted. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Over Carter. Siakam misses.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Lopez lays it up off the glass. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
Well, Lopez is a strong big man. He excels at absorbing contact and then finishing over the defense.
Valanciunas, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bulls trail by 20. Payne with it. Now Green defending. Carter kicks to Lopez. Passes to Robertson. 6 to shoot. Carter with it. Tries it from 19. Count it. Good. Carter's got 5 points so far. Toronto leading by 18. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Raptors with the ball. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 14. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Leonard. Connects from three-point range. Leonard's got 24 points.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Payne kicks to Young. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Drills his third three of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him today.
Toronto calls timeout. Some changes for Toronto. Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Cauley Stein comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Wright in for Green. Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Markkanen comes in for Andre Robertson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Payne dishes to Carter. Pass to Portis. Young outside. Monroe on the double team. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Four on the clock. From deep. And the Bulls get it back. And then Carter with the dunk.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now here's Leonard. 24 points for him. Wright outside. From downtown, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on him.
Bulls trail by 21. Payne passes to Carter. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Young outside. Off target from three-point range.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now here's Payne, guarded closely. And Cauley Stein over to help. Payne kicks to Carter. Young outside. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. Fast break Toronto. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Raptors have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Lavine's checked in for Young.
Shooting one.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Now here's Payne. He's got 7. Lavine passes to Markkanen. Carter outside. And Markkanen throws it down.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
Leonard against Markkanen. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Markkanen kicks to Carter. Hits the three-point bomb. Carter's got 7 points for the quarter. Raptors leading by 19 points. You know, Chris, the shot motion for Lowry Markkanen so smooth. He shoots like a guard.
Well, it's just simple. He has a quick release. He can hit on the move, too, and that's what you like about it. He can shoot off the step back. He has a few escape combos. You like his game.
Chicago's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. To the paint. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Well, how about Lowry Markkanen out of Finland? I love his game. Look, he comes from a family of athletes. Both his parents played basketball at a high level. I know he got his game from his mom. She told me that. But his older brothers both made the pro ranks, one in soccer, the one in hoops. His family, skilled.
Kyle Lowry. He's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And that one misses. And Markkanen, from a young age, would spend all day shooting in the backyard. Chris sounds like you. His parents set a rule. No hoops before 7 a.m. or after 10 p.m.
Oh, man, when can you play then? I mean, hey, you want to play 24 hours. But, yeah, it was just like me. And he'd be out there practicing in sub-zero weather. Those Chicago winters shouldn't be a problem for him.
He kicks to Lavine. He dishes it to Payne. 5 to shoot. The pass to Portis. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Bulls have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Three shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And the Dirk comparisons, they're understandable. Markkanen is a big man who can shoot for days, but you know what? He'll flush it on you, too.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. 1:02 left to play here in the third. Lowry kicks to Kawhi Stein. A wide open look here for Wright. No good on the three. Here's Chicago. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Now here's Payne, guarded by Wright. Stolen by Monroe. Left side, Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Leonard with the steal. Over Parker. That one off the back iron and out.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Toronto holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Lavine and Parker are the wings. Markkanen is inside at 4 with Portis the 5. And it's Payne in at the point. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. And that'll be his third foul so far. To the inside, Lowry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Now here's Payne. Parker outside. And here's Lavine. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Monroe. Lavine can't hit. Raptors leading by 20. Lets the 3 fly. Lowry can't get it to go. Right against Lavine. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Knocked away. Here's Portis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, Chris, Bobby Portis showing continued progress as a scorer.
Well, look, he can shoot from anywhere on this floor, and he's 6'11". I mean, just imagine that. But, you know, if you give him starters minutes, you know, maybe he can be a 20-10 guy in this league.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
How about Portis, a draft day steal in 2015, the 22nd pick? Now look, he's got size, skill, no fear. He brings the confidence and the toughness that you love to see.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Bobby Portis suspended, Chris, the first 8 games of last season for his altercation with Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like to, you know, take that mistake back. But at the same time, that aggressiveness, when you challenge in the right way, that'll help him on the court.
And it's Leonard missing. Bulls trail by 18. Here's Markkanen. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Monroe. Right outside. And Zach Lavine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Robin Lopez is checked in for the Bulls. Here's Leonard. Shot from the inbound. Rebound by Parker. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Now here's Markkanen. Guarded closely. Payne kicks to Lavine. Pass to Markkanen. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Payne can't hit. Raptors leading by 18. To the paint. Stolen by Markkanen. Lavine finds Payne. Now here's Parker. Lowry covering. Parker passes to Payne. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Parker. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Lowry. Back to Siakam. Stolen by Markkanen. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And when you look at that Pacers matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Some changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Cauley Stein, and it's Green in for Wright. He hits both from the stripe. Now Lowry. Outside Leonard to stop the drought. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one. Bulls trail by 19. Payne kicks to Parker. They get a hand on it. The dish to Lavine. Count it. Good. Lavine's got 4 points this quarter.
Looking calm and composed in the paint. Lavine is superb at capitalizing from these spots.
Passes it to Valanciunas. Out left to the wing. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Lowry, no good.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Toronto. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Kicks to Green. From past the arc, connects from three-point range.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now here's Lavine. Pass to Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
And that's the confidence his teammates want to see. Markkanen is adept at firing off the pass.
Green against Lavine. Now here's Green. Defense is right there. Lowry from outside. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Parker's got 8 rebounds in this game.
It's only a matter of time until his three-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Valanciunas finds Green. Three-pointer, Lowry, nailed from three-point land. Lowry's got 20.
And somebody throw some cold water on Lowry. The man is on fire. He has taken this game over, and it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
There's Parker with the three, and that one is off. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Leonard kicks to Lowry. The pass to Siakam. Valanciunas in the high post. Dishes it to Lowry. Shades over Payne. Rejected by Payne. Markkanen with it. Feeds it to Parker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Each team has 1 inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
Young's checked in for Chicago. Good on the second free throw. Now here is Lowry. Outside Leonard takes the three. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists tonight.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Lopez outside. Parker inside. He's covered by Leonard. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
One shot.
And that one misses. Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA, and there are some people that feel that teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes an obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperations. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired are because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. The kick out to Lopez to the right side. And it's Parker in the corner. Clock at 4, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Parker's got 10 points in just the second half. Raptors leading by 15. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Passes it to Leonard. Back to Lowry. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Lowry Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls.
Bulls trail by 15. Payne passes to Lopez. He kicks it to Markkanen. Green against Lavine. The shot off that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Green against Lavine. Now here's Green, guarded closely. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's all in by the Bulls.
Yeah, I don't know why he keeps shooting the three. I mean, can anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
Now here's Markkanen. And the shot goes down.
This is the toughness you want Markkanen to play with, especially when he's moving towards the rim.
Toronto calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Toronto's head coach had some words for his team during the break. He told him one thing. He said, no mistakes from here on out. We've got a good lead. Don't take chances. No dumb fouls. Smart basketball the rest of the way. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Knocks down his second three of the half. I mean, he had two of them in the first half also, doing some solid work from deep.
Kane kicks to Markkanen.
Two shots.
Shooting two.
The first one falls. And so he hits both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here is Lowry. And Leonard has it in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Payne. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
One shot.
.157 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Leonard. And the wide open shot from Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
Payne and the Bulls tack on 2 more. Toronto leading by 12. Outside Lowry. Up top, Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Kicks it to Green. 5 on the clock. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against the guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down, or they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
Tries again. Green with the block. They recover it. Offensive rebound. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Lowry kicks to Siakam. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Leonard. Markkanen pulls it in. And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 14. Inside. Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Outside Lowry. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.